everyone, this is my Personal Finances Podcast, episode 26, where I'm going to interview Nisa from Cedania Assalam. Hi everyone, it's an honor to have Nisa from Cedania Assalam to be on the show today.
Thank you, Kat.
Show.
Thank you so much for the invitation. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Nisa, for the benefit of audience, could you please briefly introduce yourself?
Okay, sure. My name is Nisa Ismail. I'm the CEO of Cedania Assalam. I joined the company actually early last year. I have a background of aviation, banking, and also online aggregator. My role is actually to elevate Islamic fintech to the world. I think this is a really good time for the consumer to understand more about truly halal financial, like where our product are positioning. And to talk a little bit more financial literacy when it comes to consumer like you, the millennials, and to understand more about Islamic financial products. And Asidik is where the positioning of the platform that people comes over and to identify about that. So I hope to share that with you, Kat. Yeah.
So 1 out of 3 Malaysian working adults say they have difficulties raising emergency fund of 1,000 ringgit. What do you think are the top 3 reasons behind this?
I think one of the reasons is financial literacy, understanding, and also lifestyle. Because, of course, lifestyle, when you get a salary, of course, you have this thing, oh, I want to buy this and this and that. But actually, you go back to basics. You actually have to outline what are your basic things that you need to. Always put aside like at least about 10% of your salary. I mean, people say 20, 30%, but it's a bit too much lah, kan? So maybe 10% and look at it. And look into your lifestyle again. Do you really need it or do you really want it? Or do you need to have it? So I always look into my late parents always say to me, they say, Nisa, if you want to buy, do you really need it or do you want it? Is it a necessity at the end of the day? And of course, when it comes to savings, of course, the emergency 1,000 ringgit. If you are staying with a family, it's good. You can ask from your parents. But what if someone who are staying on it by himself? What's your emergency source SOS? For example. So of course, we are looking about if you already have a credit card. I try not to ask people to take cash advance. But of course, if you're diligent enough in paying it back more, why not? But I think if you look at it, it's looking into lifestyle, just making sure that you don't overspend, you manage your budget properly, all right? And then after that, basically having some stash. I always believe, that you always have this small little tabung. Sometimes you put in every day 5 ringgit, 10 ringgit. I think it works because I do that, because you will need it when you are on the 23rd, 25th, your gaji is going to come in by 30th or 28th. You probably need extra 100, not even 1,000, extra 100 and 150 emergency. You have it handy. So have that a little tabung or allocate 10% of your monthly salary, if possible, to start off. And also looking into having, the insurance that slash with investment. So sometimes you probably after 5 or 8 years or 10 years, you have the insurance in investment that you can actually have cash out, right? So maybe sometimes also is a good emergency, but of course you don't have to take it all out. I tend to do that sometimes when I have the emergency, when I have an investment, that I tend to take it out a little bit, but of course you put it back again more. So I believe it's very much of understanding what is your budget, understanding your lifestyle, and don't go beyond that. And like I said, put a little tabung stash somewhere and just put it in. I think that is something that everybody needs to have that habit if possible.
So what has Cedania Assalam done to increase financial literacy of Malaysians?
Okay, we actually focus a lot on, we have our own blog as well on asidik.com. So we have dual language, Malay and English. And we feel we want to focus more on Malay because we feel that we want to actually tap or engage with more of a consumer out there, to improve the financial literacy, especially in Bahasa. So we talk about very simple personal financial lifestyle, or even talk about why credit card versus debit card. We talk about that. We talk about why do you really need a personal financing right now? When is the time for you to you need a personal financing? Why you should do saving? So that is one of our roles to actually educate them from the basic We do have our own Sharia advisory because we are on Sharia platform. So we have Sharia advisory that we have appointed, and they come back with some videos, talk about why you should look into Sharia financing versus conventional, do that comparison as layman as possible. Yeah. Right. And we also work very closely with Angkasa. Angkasa is a national authority that focuses on corporacies. And these corporacies customers are mostly government servants. And government servant is nationwide. So what we're trying to do is to educate them also when it comes to financial technology. Why should you need to have e-wallet? What is e-wallet is all about? What is cryptocurrency? So we talk about that as well, but as layman as possible. So that's one of our so-called our roles to share it via Asidit.com. And through we also have a little bit of podcast on YouTube channel just to share it with the consumer out there. But we want to focus more on Malay segment, Bumiputra, because I guess this is a segment where they are sometimes maybe tricked by a lot of scams out there. So I think we take that responsibility to actually educate this segment and to say that, understand who are you talking to, understand you're ensuring your identity is well kept so it will not be taken. So these are the things we are actually sharing as part of our CSR role to actually educate the consumer.
Great. So how does Islamic financial solutions differ from conventional financial solutions?
Islamic financial banking or services is basically based on the Sharia compliant principles. There are certain rules, and these rules is more of like risk sharing and also avoid any sense of uncertainty or bribery or that kind of bad things during the whole processes, right? So that's the difference. Of course, there's a lot of other principles, especially when it comes to personal financing. You have tawarruk, you have mudarabah financing and all that. There's certain component. What we do best is actually the tawarruk personal financing, where we process the personal financing through a commodity trading. So, and especially when people want to apply for personal financing of Islamic, of tawarruk financing, what they do is that they will have to do like a trading first in order for them to get the money. So the trading, what we do is digital commodities trading. And we're the only one in this market, in this region, that does digital commodities trading. And we have a patented technology platform who does that. And the good things about this digital commodities is that it's auditable, and Sharia compliant, all right? And when it comes to banks audits or Sharia audit, it goes down to the level of identifying our serial number. And our digital commodities is using airtime, which is your prepaid credit transfers. Yeah, so it's very much auditable. So you can so in any cases of reusing it and all that, there's no such event of reusing the same commodity, because the moment you start reusing the same commodity, that's where we found that particular personal financer is deemed to be non-Sharia compliant. So whatever money that you get, somehow it will not be halal somehow. Yeah. So that's the beauty about Sedania As-Salam having that tawarruk digital patented platform, and we use airtime. And the best part about this airtime is that it helps the banks that actually uses this platform when customer apply for personal financing. The disbursement part is fast. So just imagine if you apply today and you get it approved tonight or tomorrow morning, our platform actually process the whole tawarruk trading for that bank, for that customer within seconds. And you can get the loan being disbursed to you the next day, or even as if the bank is fast enough, they can get it within a day or within 3 hours or within 5 hours. So that's the beauty about Islamic finance, and we are the forefront when it comes to Islamic fintech. So that's the best part about Sharia because banking, because there's no one out there who really talks about Islamic fintech, but we are the one who's doing it, and we want to educate our customer and bank partners about how we can go further deeper on promoting Sharia compliant banking with fintech.
So what are the upcoming plans or roadmap of Sedania As-Salam?
Wow, we're going to have a very interesting roadmap plans ahead of us. In fact, I'm so glad that the management has approved my plans. One of the plans is actually we have launched a few products. Last year we were cooking a lot of new products, so this year is a time for us to rock and roll. So one of that is basically we are launching Altika. Altika product is actually part of our Asiri.com, the aggregator, the financial online marketplace, where Altika means confidence in English or Bahasa, which is keyakinan, which means that it gives confidence for applicant to when they apply for personal loan or personal financing. It gives them a higher probability for them to get it approved. The reason being is that as I told you earlier on, a lot of people may not be financially literate, especially when it comes to credit scoring of themselves. When I say credit scoring, it's about whether they are delayed in payments, So from a CITOS perspective, they will see a flag, a credit flag there. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that they didn't pay at all. They do pay. They make payment. They stretch the payment. Credit turns maybe after 1 week or 2 weeks. That means they still pay. So from a credit risk, from a credit risk perspective, they look at it. Maybe people will think this is just a payment behavior. It's not so much about credit score of that particular credit history of the particular person. If he signed up with Altika, that means he or she basically tag that particular application with his salary account. That means that it shows that he has the capacity to make that payment, although the payment has been delayed, right? So we have that product going to be launched pretty soon, by this month, where we're going to give the opportunity to the customer to apply it. When they apply for any personal financing on our website, they can also apply for Altika. And we actually provide that Altika information to the bank that has been matched to the applicant. Yeah. So the bank will see that, from a bank perspective, it's good because now they know who are this customer because they have all the details, information. Of course, it's PDPA compliant. Of course. Yeah. So they will see that. They say, okay, I know this customer is genuine. I know this customer can pay because they have tagged their salary account into that particular platform. So, which is really good. So I'm very excited about this product because it's totally different from standing order or standing, because from there, customers feels that, okay, I know I will with this increase my higher probability to get my personal loan approved or personal financing approved. And from the bank perspective, I know who is my customer now. Okay, that's one. Number two is basically, we have just launched a core banking, okay, more focusing on cooperacy, the cooperative segment. And this core banking is not like the kind of core banking that you have to pay millions and millions. It's just based on subscription. So we are making it easier to the cooperative to engage to their right segment, consumer segment, by giving them the most affordable core banking platform that they can actually offer it to their members, because cooperatives is all about members. Yeah. So we're going to launch that, and we're going to target on cooperative segment. And it's going to be based on subscription or pay-per-use. So it's totally different. And the next one, of course, we want to build, because our platform is patented. So it's the Tawaruk platform, the digital commodities platform. So we thought we're going to expand it beyond Malaysia. So we want to go to Indonesia, because I think Indonesia is very much focused on Islamic financing, Islamic financial products, and we want to work together with selected partners over there and actually grow our homegrown Malaysian products in Indonesia. So that's the plans that we're going to do. So it's going to be exciting.
Yeah,
and I hope you can be part of this news as well, sharing. So yeah, it'll be cool.
Great. Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks.
So what is the one big audacious habit or goal that you want our audience to take away?
I think the audience needs to be very much financial literate, to be at least understand financial products, understand your credit score, because that's very important when you want to go and get more financial products, because again, you live once, so you need to make sure your credit scoring is very important. And come to Asiri.com because it's fast, easy, Islamic, and it's safe. So I think that's what I would like everyone to come on board and check us out.
Great. So it's time for the random question game now. You want to go ahead and press the button?
Okay.
And I'll read out the question for you. So, okay, the question is, what drink would you like to be named after you? What drink would you like to be named after you? Okay, is it yogurt or sky juice?
Sky juice lah.
Water lah. Yeah, that's what it's written.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Water lah.
Why?
Because Nisa, 4 names, Sky Juice, water, very easy to get Nisa, water.
Oh, yogurt also okay, what?
I don't want yogurt, milk. Water is clear, easy.
Clear.
Drink,
okay.
go pick.
So what you want to relate
Yogurt, a lot
yourself?
of people sensitive, milk tolerant,
Oh,
all those
correct.
things. So at least Sky
Lactose
Juice
intolerant.
water is very easy, just minum.
It's good for everyone. okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you, podcast, for listening. If you find the video helpful, do share what you have learned with your loved ones. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you next week. Hasta pronto.